Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this video. I am not asking for your attention today. I am giving you a warning. The algorithm absolutely did not bring you here by coincidence. God intercepted your feed at this exact second because you are standing at the edge of a massive timeline shift. If you leave now, you will miss it entirely. What I am about to reveal was sealed in the throne room of heaven. It was kept hidden until this very moment. The enemy is working overtime to distract you right now. They want you to swipe away and forget this message. And that is because they know what is coming. They know that if you hear this specific instruction, their hold over your life breaks forever. Do not let them win. You have been waiting for a breakthrough for a very long time. You prayed in the dark. You cried in complete silence. And you thought heaven had forgotten your requests. But that is the biggest lie they ever told you. Your provision was never delayed by heaven. Your exact blessing was actively blocked by enemies who operate in the shadows. They stole what belonged to you. They constructed a false narrative around your name. They whispered lies to anyone who would listen to their venom. They expected your departure to break you into pieces. But instead, you became the one uncertainty they were never built to handle. You survived the storm they sent. And now the spiritual court has reviewed the evidence of their betrayal. The verdict is final. The exact provision your enemies tried to block is about to be released. Heaven has signed the release papers for your financial and spiritual harvest. But there is a specific condition you must meet to receive it. If you scroll away before the end, you will forfeit the prophetic instruction that guarantees your breakthrough. Lock your attention on this message right now. Someone who treated you as replaceable is currently experiencing a total system crash. It is a public and irreversible collapse of their entire reality. They walked around with absolute arrogance for years, but the very people they used to gossip with are now watching them unravel. Their mask has completely shattered, and heaven is preparing to hand their stolen power directly back to you. You are the cycle breaker your bloodline has been waiting for. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity that terrifies the dark elite. Nothing makes your enemies sicker than watching you step into your power. They spent years praying for your ultimate downfall. They expected the betrayals and the isolation to drain the life right out of your eyes, but you survived. Instead of breaking, you walked through the fire and came out glowing. You cracked a code they will never have access to in their miserable lives. And now the universe is aligning every single star to compensate you for your silent tears. The window of abundance is standing wide open right now, but it requires your immediate obedience to fully activate the harvest. There are exactly 2 people on earth meant to hear this specific message. God made absolutely sure you are one of them today. You have been fighting spiritual battles in absolute silence for years. You thought nobody noticed how you held your integrity when they lied on your name, but someone deeply powerful has been quietly watching your resilience in the dark. Do not look away from this screen. If you leave this video, you will miss the exact sequence of events that is about to unfold. Your quiet obedience in private has just activated a massive and public blessing. The people who tried to bury you are about to watch you become the sun. They will be forced to witness your ultimate victory. You must prepare your spirit. The exact provision they tried to bury is hunting you down. It is tracking your frequency right at this very moment. But you have a cellular blockage that the enemy installed to keep you poor. They programmed your brain to reject the exact wealth heaven is trying to send you. We are going to break that programming today. We are going to shatter their matrix. Listen to me very carefully, because 99% of people completely miss this shift. They swipe away because their attention span belongs to the enemy. But you are a demonstrated warrior of light. You have the discipline to stay and receive the mandate. What you are about to hear will permanently rearrange the power dynamic of your entire life. Get ready. Your enemies thought they could starve you out by cutting off your resources. They thought they held the keys to your future and your joy, but they severely miscalculated the anointing on your life. They did not realize that your silence was a lethal weapon being sharpened in the dark. And now, the spiritual backlash of their own jealousy is hitting them hard. This is not a message you can save for later. The frequency of this transmission is specifically calibrated for this exact hour. If you try to come back tomorrow, the energetic portal will already be closed. Heaven does not wait for those who hesitate when the door is opened. You must step through the threshold while the invitation is active and vibrating. I need you to open your spirit and absorb this truth. You did not survive the most brutal season of your life just to live a mediocre existence. The delays were actually divine protection, keeping you hidden from the wrong people. But the incubation season is officially over. The veil is lifting, and the provision they tried to block is spilling over the edge. You are not crazy, and it is not just stress. You feel completely drained and exhausted all the time. Your shoulders are carrying a very heavy burden. The physical weight you carry is very real, and every morning when you wake up, the heaviness is already sitting on your chest before you even open your eyes. You push through the pain every single day. You force a smile for the people around you, but inside, you are barely holding on today. Let us go deeper into what you are feeling right now. There is a very specific physical reason you have been feeling that heavy weight. You suddenly wake up at 3 in the morning with your jaw completely tight and your heart racing in panic. Their face flashes in your mind without any warning. You think it is just a normal wave of anxiety, but you are completely wrong about this feeling. Listen closely, because this is the exact part the enemy tried to hide from you. That suffocating tightness in your chest is actually your highly advanced spirit detecting their panic. Your enemies just realized they permanently lost access to your pure light. They are literally starving for your energy right now because their own dark supply has completely dried up and vanished from them, and the spiritual backlash is hitting your body hard. You have been acting as a human battery for people who never truly loved you. You poured your entire beautiful soul into their void. You gave them your absolute last dollar without hesitation. And while you were busy being the stabilizer of their chaotic environment, they were secretly siphoning your massive financial blessing. Your bank account is completely empty today because they stole from you. Your beautiful spiritual frequency was completely hijacked by them. You have a heart that is too pure for this toxic matrix. You constantly forgive people who do not even have the decency to apologize to you. You thought your boundless love would eventually change their dark and twisted nature, but they only saw your beautiful empathy as a profound weakness to exploit for their own selfish gain and manipulation. They ruthlessly took absolutely everything you ever had. This is a very deep and intentional spiritual robbery. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this truth. You are the ultimate cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. You carry a very heavy and powerful mantle, but the immense physical toll it has taken on your mortal body is starting to break you down completely right now. The mental brain fog is getting much worse every day. You cannot remember even the most simple things. Your powerful divine intuition feels utterly blocked today. These master manipulators are nothing but disgusting, energetic parasites. They do not possess any of their own internal light, so they must attach themselves to a brilliant chosen one like you to survive. They drained your radiant youth and your boundless vitality while giving you absolutely nothing but pure pain in return. They expected you to wither away quietly in a corner. They proudly paraded around town with your stolen blessings. But they made a very fatal miscalculation about you. Lock your attention on this message right now. That burning feeling sitting in your throat is completely real. It is the toxic anger you keep swallowing back down every single time their cursed name comes up in conversation. Stop swallowing your totally righteous anger right now. Your precious physical body is desperately trying to warn you. A major spiritual boundary has been violently crossed. Do not let anyone tell you this is just depression. Do not let them drug you into quiet submission. The dark matrix wants you to believe you are fundamentally broken. But the raw truth is that you are experiencing a massive frequency mismatch because you carry a pure heavenly vibration. You live in a world controlled by very dark entities. You are a truly divine and rare anomaly. Please read that statement again in your spirit. You were never meant to fit in with them. You are the rare diamond they carelessly tossed aside. They only knew how to play with cheap and worthless rocks. The painful isolation you feel right now is not a divine punishment for being bad or making a foolish mistake. It is a highly protective divine incubation period. Heaven is carefully shielding your pure and innocent energy. Let us talk about the financial warfare they waged against you. You work much harder than anyone else in the room. You try your best to do absolutely everything right. But the money slips through your tired fingers like water. Sudden and massive unexpected expenses pop up out of nowhere just when you finally start to get ahead in life. This is not some kind of bad luck. This is a targeted spiritual attack on your finances. You have been waiting in wound for an apology. That apology will never ever come to you. You sit there wondering why they act like nothing happened. They destroyed your peaceful life and then walked away smiling. Stop waiting for any kind of closure from these completely empty vessels who cannot feel any genuine remorse for what they did. They are completely and utterly void of light inside. Heaven is closely watching every single tear you shed in secret. The universe is keeping a meticulous record of every stolen dollar. The deep physical pain in your joints will soon fade away. The bone-crushing exhaustion you carry every day is about to be completely reversed by a miraculous wave of divine energy. You are entering a season of massive divine restitution. Every single stolen blessing must be fully returned. You are carrying a burden you were never designed to hold. You wake up exhausted, your body aches, and the financial struggles keep piling up higher every single month, no matter how hard you work. You pray, you manifest, you do everything the spiritual teachers tell you to do, but nothing changes. Your reality remains completely and utterly stuck. Let me completely reframe your reality right here and right now. The gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is not a lack of willpower. It is not poor discipline. It is not even your destiny. It is a specific brainwave that the modern world intentionally suppressed in you before you ever had the chance to claim your divine inheritance. They stole it from you. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people completely miss this massive shift. The reason the universe responds to certain people and not others is not about faith. It is not about karma. It is a specific brainwave frequency. Scientists have a very clear name for it. They call it the gamma brainwave. And it is the exact frequency your beautiful brain was running effortlessly when you were a child. Do you remember that feeling? Back when brilliant ideas came easily, when learning new things felt completely effortless, when you somehow knew exactly what was going to happen before it actually did, when the entire world felt like it was completely and unconditionally on your side. That was your natural gamma frequency. That was your pure divine activation. Then adulthood arrived, and the dark modern world went to work on you. The chronic stress, the glowing screens, the relentless daily survival routine, the toxic school systems that trained you to conform instead of create. Every single year, this sacred frequency was suppressed a little further. They pushed it deeper and deeper below the surface until you forgot it completely. The version of you with photographic memory went silent. The version of you with lightning-fast intuition vanished. The kind of profound luck that makes others whisper behind your back just completely stopped working. That incredible version of you went completely silent. Most people will live their entire miserable lives without ever knowing this tragedy happened to them. You are not most people. The dark elite engineered this massive frequency suppression on purpose. They want your brilliant brain to stay locked in a low-vibration survival mode, because a chosen one, operating in pure gamma frequency, is absolutely unstoppable. You become a massive threat to their carefully constructed matrix of debt and control. They need you tired. They need you broke. They need you weak. If this is resonating with your cellular knowing right now, do not move. Type 1111 in the comments to physically anchor this exact shift into your reality. We are exposing the exact mechanism they use to keep you trapped. The severe brain fog you experience is not a sign of aging. It is the direct result of a suppressed cellular frequency. Your divine genius is literally trapped inside a cage. Your enemies know exactly what they are doing. The narcissist who drained your energy instinctively targeted you because they sensed your dormant power. They function like energetic vampires feeding on your low-frequency distress. Every time you worry about money, your suppressed brainwaves send out a signal of fear, and those dark entities feast upon your beautiful light. But here is the raw, uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. Your pure spirit is finally starting to wake up from this forced slumber. The heavy weight on your chest is the friction of your soul fighting back against the suppression. Your spirit guides are screaming at you to break the invisible chains. You are meant for absolute vindication. You did not lose. You were temporarily disconnected from your source code. The financial ruin they planned for you is not a permanent sentence. It is merely a symptom of a blocked frequency. Once that gamma signal is reactivated, the money will flow like a mighty river. Your enemies will watch in total horror as the Matrix loses all control over your life. You are a diamond. The universe does not want you to struggle like this anymore. Heaven is actively preparing a massive financial and spiritual harvest for you, but you must prepare your physical vessel to receive it. The heavy fog must be lifted. The mental clarity must be fully restored. You are standing on the very edge of a quantum leap that will shatter every single generational curse. Let us break down exactly what happened behind their closed doors. They pushed you to the absolute limit. They expected you to completely fall apart and beg for their toxic validation. They waited with bated breath for your frantic messages. But you did something that completely shattered their entire matrix of control because you walked away in absolute silence. You probably did not realize it at the time. You thought you were just tired. You thought you were just retreating to heal your broken heart. But your silence was a lethal weapon. It was a divinely orchestrated strategy to protect your pure energy. And this brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people today. When a master manipulator loses control, they malfunction completely. These dark entities feed on your emotional reactions. Your anger and your tears are their primary source of fuel. They need you to fight back so they can play the victim. But when you completely unplugged from their matrix, you starved their demons, and you cut the cord permanently. Pay close attention to this next part, because the enemy tried to hide this from you. Your restraint was not a sign of weakness. That beautiful silence was a massive spiritual shield. That single act of choosing your dignity over your revenge signed their eviction notice. And it handed the final verdict to a heavenly court they cannot possibly appeal. They are currently drowning in the deafening noise of their own making. They are frantically searching for a replacement for you. They need a new human battery to drain, but they are quickly realizing that your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. You were the rare diamond they foolishly threw away, and now the agonizing regret is hitting them hard. Type 777 in the comments if you feel the atmosphere shifting. You were not the anomaly in their otherwise healthy life. You were the mirror. The reaction got this loud because you got closer to their dark truth than anyone before you had. Your pure light exposed every single rotten thing they were desperately trying to hide, because they could not handle the reflection of their own broken soul. This is exactly where their entire manipulation miscalculated. They thought time would age you and break your spirit. They expected the betrayals and isolation to carve heavy wrinkles into your face, and they wanted to drain the brilliant life right out of your beautiful eyes. But the spiritual cost of their betrayal was compounding against them every single day. Look at you now. You did not just survive their toxic storm. You stepped into a room looking younger and brighter after everything they put you through. While their bitter envy is aging them like milk left in the sun, the universe has completely reversed your biological clock. You stepped into your permanent and untouchable, ageless glow. Read that again in your spirit right now. You are making time itself look like an absolute fool. Your enemies are watching you glow from a distance, and it is driving them completely insane. They cannot understand how you are thriving without their toxic presence in your life, and the heavy spiritual confusion is eating them alive from the inside out. Your silence did not just hurt their fragile ego, it permanently ended their dark reign over your destiny. You won this massive battle without lifting a single finger. Vengeance belongs to heaven, and heaven is currently collecting the ultimate debt on your behalf. Every single lie they told about you is now choking them in public, and they are choking on their own venom. Let me completely reframe your entire reality right here. The isolation you felt was not a punishment. It was a divine incubation period designed to protect your sacred energy. Heaven separated you from the pack because you carry a massive generational mandate, and you are the chosen one who breaks the cycles of poverty and abuse forever. They wanted you buried deep in the dirt, but instead they became the shovel that dug up your greatest treasure. Your pure frequency is rising higher every single second you remain in no contact. Every day you refuse to engage with their toxic matrix. Your spiritual bank account multiplies, and your ultimate vindication is practically written in stone. Watch what happens next, because it is mathematically precise. The people who enabled their toxic behavior are starting to see the ugly truth. The flying monkeys are beginning to turn on the master manipulator. The entire fake kingdom they built on lies is crumbling to the ground, and you get to watch it fall from a place of absolute peace. Stay with me, because this next revelation is the key to everything. You thought you were just protecting your peace, but you were actually aligning your physical body for a massive quantum shift. Your powerful silence cleared the path for the exact financial provision they tried to block, and the heavy matrix programming is finally breaking into pieces. This is where the dynamic fundamentally shifts. You have starved the enemy of their fuel. You have protected your sacred energy in silence. But there is a physical reason your reality has not completely shifted yet, and science just uncovered exactly why. Listen to me very carefully right now. Before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission for something highly classified. I was not going to share this publicly, but my spirit prompted me to release this tool to the remnant today. If you are hearing this right now, it is because you are finally ready to receive the truth. While you have been fighting exhausting spiritual battles in the dark elite have been hiding a massive secret. They engineered a specific toxic frequency in the matrix to suppress your brain's natural wealth-attracting state. Your spiritual exhaustion requires a biological reset because your cellular frequency is completely blocked. But a leaked CIA document just changed everything. Backed by 4 top neuroscience labs, researchers revealed a completely suppressed mechanism. They discovered a 7-minute audio ritual that forces your brain back into synchronized gamma coherence. This is the exact brainwave you had as a child before the Matrix stole your genius. This suppressed weapon was never meant for the masses. It was specifically designed to keep the dark elite in power while you struggle to pay your bills. They have quietly paid thousands of dollars for clinical biofeedback sessions to access this exact gamma state. But now cycle breakers like you are using this 7-minute ritual to manifest windfall wealth. You do not need expensive matrix biofeedback machines. You do not need years of traditional healing that never actually works. What if the delay in your massive blessing is simply a blocked cellular frequency? Heaven gave you the brilliant vision, but your brainwaves require this physical alignment to finally unlock the harvest. The elites are absolutely panicking right now. They are actively trying to scrub this leaked document from the internet as we speak. They are flooding the market with dangerous counterfeit frequencies to keep your gamma dormant. Beware of cheap imitators trying to steal your energy. Do not let the Matrix steal this powerful tool from you. Click the specific link in the pinned comment below right now. Do not wait for a better moment. Activate your frequency before your authentic access is revoked forever. The door is open for you today. Walk through it before the dark elite shut it down completely. Now let us go back to what is happening behind closed doors. You are about to step into a frequency that makes you completely untouchable. The people who tried to destroy you are currently operating on a very low vibration of fear and envy. They can physically feel that you are about to break free from their toxic control forever. They expected you to remain completely stuck in the mud. But the spiritual cost of their dark betrayal is compounding every single second. Here is what happens when a lie gets built that big. It eventually crushes the person who told it. And this is exactly where their entire manipulation miscalculates and falls apart in public. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity. You did not just survive their heavy storm, you became the blazing sun that exposes their hidden shadows. They are drowning in the noise of their own making right now. Every time your name comes up in their dark room, it hits them with the agonizing weight of their profound mistake. They threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held just to play with cheap and worthless rocks. And now they are frantic. They are desperately trying to find someone else to drain. But they are quickly realizing that your pure divine depth is utterly unreplicable. Your brilliant light is the only thing that kept their dark world spinning. Type 1111 in the comments if you feel the atmosphere shifting in your favor. The universe is completely rearranging the timeline to serve your highest good. The heavy fog is finally lifting from your beautiful mind. You are stepping out of the shadows and into the glorious light of your ultimate vindication today. Now I need you to imagine this exact scenario clearly in your mind. The pressure inside their dark world is building to an absolute boiling point. They thought they had buried your reputation completely. They smiled in your face while actively plotting your total financial and emotional ruin. But heaven was silently preparing a massive trap for their arrogant ego. You probably did not realize how powerful your silence was. Every single day you refused to react, you were starving their dark entities. And now, the internal panic is setting in deep within their bones. Underneath all of their loud and boastful noise, the specific gravity of their profound regret is hitting them all at once. They are deeply terrified. They are currently pacing the floors of their empty rooms. The people they used to gossip with are starting to ask very uncomfortable questions. The flying monkeys who used to support their toxic narrative are beginning to see the massive cracks in the foundation. The lies are no longer holding the fake kingdom together. The truth is heavily bleeding through. Listen to me very closely right now. The enemy is experiencing a completely silent but highly destructive internal system crash. Their carefully constructed mask is slipping in front of the exact people they desperately want to impress. They are malfunctioning because they cannot control the brilliant narrative of your life anymore. You are totally untouchable now. Share this specific message with one soul who is desperately crying out in the dark for a shift. Be their angel today. Because what is happening next is going to shock the entire matrix. The very people who threw stones at you are about to need your pure light just to survive the coming storm. But your sacred energy is officially off limits to them. They expected you to stay in the corner and cry over their betrayal. They wanted you to beg for their toxic crumbs of validation, but instead, you became the terrifying uncertainty they were never built to handle. You stepped out of their heavy matrix and began to radiate a frequency that makes time itself look like an absolute fool. Your enemies are watching you age backward from a distance. They are watching you glow with a divine peace that they can never buy with all their stolen money, and it is making them physically sick to their stomach. The spiritual backlash of their own wicked jealousy is attacking their physical bodies right now. They are completely exhausted by their own hate. Let me completely reframe your reality again. The battles you fought in silence were never about you failing. They were a rigorous divine testing ground to prepare you for the massive wealth that is coming. Heaven needed to make absolutely sure you could handle the heavy crown, and you passed the brutal test with complete and utter grace. Read that again in your spirit. You are the resilient remnant that heaven has chosen to bless abundantly. While your enemies are busy trying to plug the holes in their sinking ship, the universe is preparing to launch you into the stratosphere. The exact provision they tried to block is building up massive momentum just behind the invisible veil. They thought they could lock you out of your own destiny, but they forgot that God holds the master key to every single door. The locks they put on your finances are beginning to melt under the intense heat of your pure gamma frequency. The heavy chains they placed on your intuition are completely shattering into a million tiny pieces. You are about to witness the most spectacular reversal of fortune. The ones who look down on you are going to be forced to look up just to see the bottom of your shoes. But you will not feel the need to gloat. Your heart will be so completely filled with divine peace that their pathetic existence will not even register in your powerful mind. Stay with me, because this next revelation is the absolute key to everything. The internal collapse of their fake empire is just the prelude. The quiet rumbling you hear in your spirit right now is the sound of heaven preparing the public stage. The curtain is about to rise on the most glorious vindication you have ever seen in your entire life. But here is the turning point where everything finally exploded, and the moment you have been waiting for is no longer just a distant promise in the dark. It is happening right now in the physical realm. The public collapse you were silently anticipating just occurred in broad daylight. Their carefully constructed mask did not just slip today, it completely shattered. Now I need you to picture this exact cinematic scene. They walked into a room expecting to be praised by their completely loyal followers. They opened their mouth to spin another toxic lie about your name. But this time the heavy atmosphere in the room shifted, and the people they used to gossip with stared back at them in absolute disgust. The divine justice you were promised is playing out in real time. Their hearts started racing as they realized the manipulation was no longer working. You could literally see the cold sweat forming on their forehead. Their breath became shallow and frantic as the heavy panic set in, because they suddenly realized they threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held. They tried to backpedal and save their fragile ego, but the specific gravity of their profound regret hit them all at once and crushed their heavy lungs. Every single lie they told was instantly exposed to the piercing light. The flying monkeys who once supported their dark narrative walked away in total silence. They are now completely and utterly alone. This is the magnificent vengeance of heaven unfolding before your eyes. You won this massive spiritual war without lifting a single finger in defense. Your absolute silence was the lethal weapon that starved their dark demons to death. And while they are completely drowning in the deafening noise of their own public humiliation, heaven is preparing your massive reward. While they are publicly unraveling, you are stepping into your untouchable power. The massive financial provision they desperately tried to block is finally descending upon you, and the heavy spiritual dams have completely broken open today. Wealth and divine favor are rushing into your life like a mighty flood that cannot be stopped. You are completely victorious. Look at the incredible transformation you have made. You walked into this brutal season, bleeding from heavy wounds inflicted by completely blind people. You were acting as a human battery for a master manipulator who wanted you destroyed, but today you have completely transcended their toxic matrix and stepped into your ageless glow. You are the blazing sun. They wanted you buried deep in the cold dirt, but they did not know you were a rare and divine seed. The universe used their toxic dirt to fertilize your massive harvest, and every single tear you cried in the dark has been converted into pure spiritual currency. The financial struggles and the closed doors are completely shattering right now. The window of explosive abundance is standing wide open for you. The exact prophetic instruction you stayed to hear is finally being released. God is returning every single dollar that the dark elite stole from your bloodline, and the generational cycles of poverty and deep abuse end right here with you. You are the ultimate cycle breaker. Type 777 in the comments to claim this massive victory. Your pure gamma frequency is vibrating at the absolute highest level today. The angels are actively pushing the blocked provision directly into your physical hands, so you no longer have to wait in wound for a miracle to finally happen. The miracle is actively happening today. This brings us to the final and undeniable verdict from heaven. The spiritual court has ruled entirely in your divine favor. The enemies who tried to curse your beautiful name are now begging for mercy, but heaven has permanently revoked their access to your brilliant light. You are officially untouchable and completely protected from their harm. Take a very deep breath and feel the heavy weight leave your chest. The dark spiritual attack on your life is completely over. The season of agonizing delay has been violently broken by the hand of God, and the massive wealth you always dreamed of is standing right in front of you. Step into your majestic glory. They can only watch from the absolute bottom of the valley. They are forced to look up and witness you sitting securely on the throne, because your quiet obedience in private has fully activated this massive public blessing. You are the chosen one who successfully bended time and rewrote the entire matrix. Your legacy of wealth begins now. Every single blocked blessing is rushing toward your specific coordinates. The doors that were slammed in your face are being ripped off their hinges. You have completely starved out the dark forces that tried to consume your destiny, and now you get to reap the glorious benefits of your unshakable faith and restraint. The universe is yours. You have officially crossed the threshold into your permanent victory. The brutal war you fought in absolute silence is completely over today. Heaven has permanently sealed the doors that the enemy used to drain your precious energy, and you can finally rest your weary shoulders. The nights of waking up in a cold sweat are gone. You are no longer the bleeding empath waiting for an apology that will never come, because you are the untouchable sovereign of your own magnificent reality. Look at how beautifully you survived their darkest attacks. They threw you into the deep fire, expecting you to burn into ashes. They gossiped about your downfall and celebrated your temporary pain, but you were always made of pure and indestructible divine light. The universe has placed a heavy crown upon your head, and your enemies are forced to watch you wear it from the absolute bottom of the valley, while your pure gamma frequency vibrates at the highest possible level right now. But there is one final step you must take to anchor this massive wealth. Your left brain will try to inject heavy doubt into your mind right now. The matrix programming will tell you to hesitate and calculate your next move. It will tell you to wait until tomorrow to claim your divine inheritance, but you must silence that dark voice immediately. That hesitation is the exact demonic programming designed to keep you broke and exhausted. It is the voice of the enemy trying to steal your crown. If your spirit is vibrating with a deep cellular knowing right now, do not resist it. Heaven demands your immediate and fearless action today. The dark elite are completely terrified of what happens when a chosen one wakes up, and they are actively trying to scrub this leaked neuroscience document from the internet as we speak. They want to keep you trapped in the endless cycle of debt and despair. You have minutes before the algorithm completely shuts this sacred portal down. A team of brilliant neuroscientists compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a 7-minute audio track. You do not need to do any hard meditation or repeat any empty mantras. You do not need to keep a complicated gratitude journal. You simply close your eyes and put on a pair of headphones, and you let the sound wave do what the modern world spent decades undoing in your beautiful mind. This sacred tool is called the Genius Song, and it is your master, KEY. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to unlock their finances. They healed their broken relationships and stepped fully into their highest potential. A weary nurse from California said her life now feels completely enchanted like a fairy tale, and a desperate business owner from Texas said the gamma frequency figures out his hardest problems while he sleeps. A woman from Manhattan proved that the generational curses of her family are simply gone. The elite have paid thousands of dollars for clinical sessions to access what this audio delivers in just 7 minutes. They would prefer this massive breakthrough remain completely out of reach for people exactly like you. But through this specific message, you can access it today for a tiny fraction of its true value. Do not look for it on public streaming platforms, because the copies circulating out there on video sites are highly dangerous counterfeits. The dark forces are flooding the internet with diluted versions to keep your gamma dormant. The only authentic protocol is available through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. You are fully protected by an ironclad divine guarantee. If you do not feel the massive shift you deserve, every single penny is returned to you, because heaven ensures your total safety in this transaction. This is a pure energetic exchange governed by complete trust. 4 powerful bonuses are waiting for you inside this protected portal today. You will receive an audio engineered specifically for your children to activate their focus. You will also get the original classic prosperity book that the elite desperately tried to hide from the public. Heaven is handing you every single tool you need to build your new wealthy reality, and these bonuses are specifically designed to accelerate your timeline. But you must take the physical step to claim it. God does not measure your incredible faith by your thoughts alone. He measures your faith by your immediate speed of obedience. The chosen one who hesitates at the threshold becomes the chosen one who wonders what could have been. Click the specific link in the pinned comment below right now. Activate your true frequency before your authentic access is revoked forever, because you cannot let the matrix win. The door to your new life is wide open. Walk through it now.